There are moments in life that rip through the fabric of your reality, shattering everything you believed possible. When a single conversation, a few cold words from a doctor, can redefine your entire future, transforming dreams into nightmares. For Ethan, a young, vibrant adventurer with an insatiable thirst for life, that moment arrived with brutal finality. A devastating diagnosis, a rare and aggressive disease, plunged him into a world of pain and uncertainty, stripping away his freedom, his strength, and the very essence of who he was. He was given a grim prognosis, told that his life, as he knew it, was effectively over. Doctors offered no cures, only grim statistics and a path of inevitable decline. He faced a future filled with limitations, discomfort, and the chilling certainty that his greatest adventures were behind him. The world saw a tragic figure, someone destined to fade, to be consumed by his illness. But deep within him, amidst the fear and despair, a tiny ember of defiance began to glow. He refused to accept his fate. He refused to let a disease write the final chapter of his story. But what if, even when faced with the impossible, the human spirit possesses an indomitable will to fight? What if true strength isn't about physical prowess, but about an unyielding spirit that refuses to surrender? This is the extraordinary, raw, and utterly triumphant story of Ethan. It's a testament to the quiet suffering many endure, the profound courage it takes to defy a terminal diagnosis, and the remarkable journey of how one soul, battling an unseen enemy, faced the impossible and won. Prepare to be incredibly inspired, because this is a heartfelt chronicle about the unyielding power of the human spirit and fierce determination. Ethan lived a life of boundless energy and insatiable curiosity. He was an adventurer, a thrill-seeker, drawn to the highest mountains, the deepest oceans, the wildest trails. His passport was a testament to his wanderlust, filled with stamps from remote corners of the globe. A mountain climber, a deep-sea diver, a passionate photographer of nature's raw beauty, Ethan embraced life with an unparalleled zest. He reveled in pushing his physical and mental limits, finding joy in conquering the unconquerable, in witnessing the raw power of the natural world. He had a tight-knit group of friends who shared his adventurous spirit, and a loving family who, though sometimes worried, admired his boundless passion. His body was his temple, honed through years of rigorous training and challenging expeditions. He rarely fell ill, never tired, and believed his health was an unshakable constant. He was planning his next big expedition, a solo climb of a challenging peak in the Himalayas, a lifelong dream. He was confident, perhaps even a little fearless, convinced that nothing could stand in his way. Life for Ethan was an endless, exhilarating adventure, waiting to be explored. Then, the first subtle tremor, a persistent numbness in his fingers, a strange weakness in his leg. He dismissed it as fatigue, a minor nerve pinch from a recent climb, but the symptoms worsened, slowly, insidiously. The numbness spread. His muscles twitched uncontrollably. The vibrant energy that defined him began to drain away, replaced by a creeping weakness that he couldn't explain. He went to doctors, specialist after specialist, enduring endless tests, searching for answers. The initial diagnoses were confusing, contradictory. Autoimmune disease? Nerve damage? Each possibility offered a brief glimmer of hope, quickly extinguished by further testing. Then came the day that cleaved his life in two. The neurologist, his face grim, delivered the devastating news. Amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, a progressive neurodegenerative disease, no known cure. Progressive muscle weakness, difficulty speaking, swallowing, breathing. Ultimately, paralysis, and a life expectancy of 2 to 5 years. The words hit Ethan like a physical blow, worse than any fall. He felt a chilling numbness spread through his body, far deeper than any physical symptom. His mind screamed in disbelief. Isles? Him? The adventurer? The mountain climber? His future, his passions, his very body, all stripped away in an instant. He was a prisoner in his own rapidly failing body, a witness to his own slow decline. He felt profound anger, an overwhelming sense of betrayal by his own biology. His strength, his vitality, had been his identity. Now they were slipping away. Initial months were a blur of denial, rage, and agonizing despair. He refused to accept the diagnosis. He sought second opinions, third opinions, flying to specialists around the world, clinging to any shred of hope for a misdiagnosis, a miracle, cure. But the answer was always the same. The relentless progression of the disease was undeniable. He watched, horrified. As his body weakened, his movements grew clumsy, his voice began to slur. The physical therapy was brutal, a constant, agonizing reminder of what he was losing, rather than what he was gaining. His friends, his climbing buddies, those who shared his adventurous spirit, struggled to cope. Their words of encouragement felt hollow. Their invitations to new expeditions became painful reminders of the life he could no longer lead. He isolated himself, pushing them away, unable to bear their pity, unable to face their discomfort. His parents, heartbroken, watched their vibrant son recede into a shell, consumed by despair. Ethan felt a profound shame, a crushing guilt that he was becoming a burden, a fading echo of the man he once was. He saw no purpose, no reason to continue. The impossible had indeed found him. As months turned into a year, Ethan's physical decline became undeniable. He now relied on a wheelchair for mobility. His speech was significantly slurred, and eating had become a challenge. The dreams of climbing mountains had been replaced by the daunting daily task of simply lifting his arm, of trying to form a clear word. The specialists reiterated their prognosis: manage symptoms, ensure comfort. There was no hope of recovery. He spent his days in quiet despair, staring out the window of his apartment, watching the world move on without him. He felt like a ghost, a living monument to a life abruptly ended. He was filled with anger at the disease, at fate, at his own body. He was tormented by memories of his past adventures, the thrill of a summit, the vastness of the ocean, the feeling of absolute freedom. Now his world was confined to four walls, his body a relentless prison. He avoided mirrors, unable to face the reflection of a man he no longer recognized. He refused visitors, unable to bear the pity in their eyes. His parents, who had moved closer to care for him, were his only consistent connection, their love a fragile lifeline in his profound darkness. But even their unwavering devotion couldn't pierce the wall of despair he had built around himself. He believed he was destined to live out his remaining days in this quiet torment, his story ending in tragedy. He was simply waiting for the inevitable. One evening, as his mother gently tried to feed him, Ethan accidentally knocked a glass of water from her hand. It shattered loudly on the floor. His mother, startled, cried out softly. Liam felt a surge of familiar frustration, an overwhelming shame. He was a burden, a broken man. His heart hammered in his chest, a terrifying wave of self-loathing washing over him. He started to hyperventilate, the familiar terror of a panic attack taking hold. He wanted to scream, to disappear. His mother, seeing his distress, didn't scold him. Instead, she knelt beside his wheelchair, her eyes filled with unwavering love, not pity. She gently took his face in her hands. "Ethan," she whispered, her voice firm, clear. "This isn't you. This disease is happening to you, but it doesn't define you. Your spirit is still here. You are stronger than this. You are still my son, my adventurer, You are still here. Fight, my love. Fight for every single breath. Her words, raw and unfiltered, pierced through his despair. Fight for every single breath. It was a challenge, a plea, and a profound declaration of belief. It was a reminder of the spirit that had once conquered mountains, the will that had pushed through impossible physical barriers. He looked into his mother's eyes, and for the first time in months, he saw himself, truly saw himself, not as a broken body, but as a spirit still intact, still capable of choice. In that moment, a tiny, almost imperceptible ember of defiance, long dormant, reignited within him. He was still here, and he would fight. That night, Ethan made a silent vow. He would not surrender. His body might be failing him, but his spirit would remain unyielding. He would fight for every breath, for every moment of connection, for every shred of dignity. He would prove the doctors wrong. He would face the impossible, and he would find a way to win. His new battleground was not a mountain peak, but the relentless monotony of daily existence. His victories were not Olympic medals, but small triumphs over his own failing body. He pushed himself through grueling physical therapy sessions, focusing not on regaining lost movement, but on maintaining what little he had, on adapting, on finding new ways to communicate, to interact, to live. His mother, and later his father, became his unwavering support team, his coaches in this new, terrifying arena. They celebrated every small victory. The first time he managed to use an eye-gaze communication device to spell out a word. The first time he managed to take a sip of water without choking. The strength to simply hold his head up for a few extra minutes. These were not the triumphs of an adventurer, but they were the triumphs of an unbreakable spirit. He immersed himself in research, not for a cure, but for ways to live with ALS. He studied adaptive technologies, communication devices, nutritional strategies. He became his own expert, a testament to his sharp intellect, which remained untouched by the disease. He discovered an online community of ALS patients and caregivers, a vibrant, supportive network where he found solace, shared experiences, and a profound sense of not being alone. He learned from their resilience, shared his own struggles, and found strength in their collective fight. He started a blog, Ethan's Unconquered Spirit, using his eye-gaze device to type out his thoughts, his frustrations, his triumphs. He wrote about the brutal reality of living with ALS, but also about the hidden moments of joy, the profound lessons he was learning about life, about what truly mattered. His raw honesty, his vulnerability, his unwavering determination resonated deeply with readers. He became an unlikely inspiration, a voice for those who felt unheard, showing them that even in the face of the impossible, the human spirit can remain defiant, unbroken. His blog grew, attracting a global following. He used his platform not to lament his fate, but to advocate for ALS research, for better patient care, for breaking the stigma around chronic illness. He organized virtual fundraisers, leveraging his past network of adventurous friends, raising millions for research, pushing for innovative solutions. He became a beacon of hope, not just for ALS patients, but for anyone facing an impossible challenge. He couldn't climb mountains anymore, but he scaled new heights of human endurance and spiritual strength. He couldn't speak clearly, but his words, typed painstakingly with his eyes, resonated with profound clarity and power. He couldn't traverse continents, but he connected with people all over the world, his message of resilience echoing globally. He was still battling ALS every single day, but he was winning the war within. He was proving that life, even in its most challenging forms, could still be lived fully, passionately, meaningfully. Ethan's story is a powerful reminder that our greatest battles are often fought within ourselves, and that true victory isn't always about conquering an external enemy, but about triumphing over despair, over limitations, over the very idea of giving up. He showed us that even when faced with the most devastating diagnosis, the human spirit possesses an extraordinary capacity for defiance, for adapting, for finding new purpose in unforeseen circumstances. He faced the impossible, and he found a way to win, not by being cured, but by choosing to live, to fight, to inspire. Every single day, his tale is a beacon of hope for anyone grappling with chronic illness, with seemingly insurmountable obstacles, or with the belief that their story is over. It reminds us that resilience isn't about the absence of pain, but about the courage to live with it, to find meaning in its shadow, and to use your own journey to light the path for others. Because when you choose to fight for every breath, to define your life by your spirit, not your limitations, you don't just survive. You truly live, leaving behind an unforgettable legacy of unbreakable determination. So, the next time you face a challenge that seems impossible, or feel like your fight is futile, remember Ethan. Remember his unyielding spirit. Remember that the greatest victories are often forged in the deepest valleys of despair, and that your own spirit holds the power to face the impossible and ultimately to win. If Ethan's incredible story of he faced the impossible and won touched your heart, if it reignited a spark of determination or reminded you of the profound strength within us all, please take a moment to like this video. Your likes help us share these powerful true stories of resilience and triumph with more people who need to hear them. And if you're moved by true tales of the human spirit, extraordinary courage, and life's profound transformations, be sure to subscribe to Heartfelt Chronicles. We bring you inspiring stories every week that remind us that even the impossible can be conquered. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss another journey with us. What's an impossible challenge you faced, and what gave you the strength to push through it? Share your powerful experiences and thoughts in the comments below. Let's create a space for support and shared understanding. Thank you for watching, and remember, your spirit is stronger than any obstacle. See you in the next video.